Hello, my friends. It's January 10th, 2017, and it's time for today's big story. I have to take a moment and thank you guys again. Just the other day, I was like, thanks so much for 3,000 subscriptions on YouTube, and now I'm saying thanks so much for over 4,000 subscriptions on YouTube. That's insane. Again, I know 4,000 is like absolutely nothing in terms of YouTube, but as far as I'm concerned, it's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for that support. I really appreciate it, and I will do my best to give you plenty of reasons to stick around. Alright, let's get into today's big story, which is part rumor and part true. I'm kind of toying with the idea of merging stories on some days just because they're both related to the same thing, rather than keeping it strictly one story. So today is related to the Switch. We're talking a little bit about something GameStop had related to Pokemon, and we're talking a little bit about Best Buy and pricing. Alright, first up, the GameStop stuff, and this is 100% true. So the other day, GameStop, well, this has been on GameStop's website for a while, but it was brought to attention the other day. GameStop had a blurb on their official Switch information page, and it was noticed that the blurb had a really interesting line in it. I'm going to read you the whole blurb. It says, "The new Nintendo Switch has finally been revealed, and it's an exciting combination of home and handheld consoles. That's right, it's the first truly hybrid console that you can play anywhere. Play at home, play on the go, play with friends, or play alone with all new, all-in-one Nintendo Switch console. Nintendo Switch games will include new title offerings from Mario, Splatoon, Zelda, the NBA, and more. You'll even be able to play Skyrim on the go, or Pokemon at home with the Nintendo Switch. The unit will also include a number of handy, interchangeable Nintendo Switch accessories." So the thing that people are picking up on now is, it says Pokemon at home. Do you know of a confirmed Pokemon game for Switch? Because I don't. Do you know of a rumored Pokemon game for Switch? Because I do. The rumor is that Pokemon Sun and Moon is going to get a Switch port. It's not going to be at launch, but it's coming to the system. Last the rumor stated, it was coming to the system this year. So GameStop either knows something or got something completely wrong, or whatever the case is. News spread yesterday, and then today, if you go to GameStop's website, the entire blurb is gone. It's almost like somebody got upset about it. Did Nintendo reach out to GameStop and say, hey, get that crap off your site? Or did GameStop say, wait, why do we have this up? Whatever the reason, there was enough attention around it where GameStop has removed the blurb from the site. So depending on how you look at it, that could lead more, or give more credence to the rumor that Pokemon Sun and Moon is coming to the Switch. Now for the rumor part. According to someone that supposedly has connections to Best Buy, we hear that Best Buy has gotten a request to, or Best Buy gave out a request internally to change the price of the Switch to $250. So Best Buy either didn't have a price or had a placeholder price, but now the request has gone in to change the system to $250, which is fantastic news. I think $250 would be like the perfect price point for this system. I think $300 is just a little too high. I think anything higher than $300, I think is just not. I don't think it would work. But $250 is fantastic. I mean, look at how well the Wii did at $250. And $250, I feel, is a price where people are like, oh yeah, I could get this as a second system or something like that. Not confirmed. Like I said, this is all just rumor right now. But hopefully that $250 price point is correct. And also, hopefully, we find out for sure on the 12th. But we'll see what happens, and we'll see if other retailers start doing the same thing. Like we told you a couple days ago, GameStop had a meeting, GameStop's higher-ups had a meeting with Nintendo to discuss some of the finer details of the Switch pre-order stuff, and you would imagine pricing was discussed there as well. So we have that information from our source, which we trust. Now we have the Best Buy information from a rumored source that's close to Best Buy. So, you know, I mean, the timing makes sense, and hopefully it turns out to be true. Rex Tintors has a comment on the GameStop Pokemon story, and he says, "Oh man, I was hoping for this day to come since Nintendo prohibited players worldwide to not play Pokemon when at home." Oh wait. Yeah, it's funny. Like I've said before, when it comes to portables, I play them most at home. I don't really play on the go, so it's not like people haven't been able to play Pokemon games in their home before, but this this would be Pokemon on a home console. But then again, is the Switch a home console? Is it a portable? Is it a hybrid? Whatever. But obviously, you get what the wording means. As far as the Best Buy rumor goes, Hector C777 on Twitter says, excellent price point if true. Yeah, like I said, I really think $250 is the sweet spot for the system. I mean, $200 would be great. Free would be even better, but realistically, $250 is a good spot. I really think that's a price point where people that own an Xbox One or a PS4 can look at the Switch and be like, oh, maybe I do want to get that system. I feel like $300 is just a bit too high, and I feel like that kind of hurt the Wii U, but you know, once we see what games are coming to this thing and the presentation's over on the 12th, hopefully the combination of those games and the price point, if it is $250, will seal the deal for a lot of customers that are on the fence right now. Alright, my friends, that's today's big story for January 10th, 2017. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you guys coming here every day and seeing these videos and spreading the word and liking and subscribing and sharing and commenting and all that good stuff. It's very much appreciated. I will be back here tomorrow with whatever tomorrow's big story is, and I hope you will be too. So have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you later. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at Twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at Instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot.